What is going on, guys? BCD here again with a TCL 6 series video. Today I'll be going over the video settings and how I am trying to adjust and what am I using essentially to adjust the picture in order for me to get the visual experience that I want. So just starting off, I'm probably going to go through about a few different ones. It's going to be the gaming HDR one, just normal gaming without HDR on. And I'm also going to have just video of normal mode and things like that. It's like vivid and stuff like that. So I'm going to have some skip markers here so that you can skip around to where you want to be. But starting off, I wanted to go through picture settings for the gaming HDR because, again, I'm more so focused on the gaming aspect of this television. So here as you can see, I had the backlight at, I'm going to leave it at 90. I'm currently adjusting it, but I do leave it at 90. Brightness for everything is at 46. I feel like this screen is too bright in a lot of areas, and it's like it has this gray tint over it. So dropping the brightness a few centimeters or a few notches would actually allow it to show and not show those gray areas all over the place. So me dropping it down to 46 is standard on pretty much all of my picture settings and all of the ones that I'm going to be doing, because it kind of helps it keep those inky blacks, or try to get to those inky blacks that I like. Contrast, I keep that at 100. I definitely want the intensity of the white parts of the image to showcase that way, even if it is leading to any bleed or anything like that. Sharpness literally has 0. It doesn't do anything in gaming HDR, so there's no reason. You can drop it to 0, you can take it to 100. It's all going to still look the same. I could not see any visual difference when it comes to sharpness. So punching the color up to 75 is probably where you'll want it. I pushed it to 100 and dropped it back to where it was. I think 80 to 75 would be a good stop point, just so it can give you a little bit more color in the world there. And what you're seeing here is just me going through them again, playing around with the sharpness again, but it's really just to showcase what those settings will get you before you can move on to just standard gaming. And again, I'm going to have those time skips in the description below for you to be able to jump straight to that after this if you don't need to see the finished product. For a game like Fall Guys, I kind of want to make sure it's punchy and vibrant. But interestingly enough, I turned the backlight down to 60 instead of having it at 90. Now, this is a presetting for the system, but I actually enjoyed that setting being at 60 and not so high. So it does look a little bit better. So I have the backlight at 60, the brightness at 50, the contrast is at 90, the sharpness is at 20. The color I could have left at 45, but I think it'd probably be better at 75. The tint is still at 0. The temperature or the color temperature I put to warm, and low LED motion clarity is off, of course, and then contrast or local contrast is at a high, and the remaining footage is just me showing the finishing product so that you can see what those settings kind of get you in picture quality. Alright, so for this portion of the video, I was trying to, reel in the bleed that's currently happening with this television, trying to get it to where it was not as prominent as it is. So me going through the settings was me trying to adjust to get it where it would essentially crush the bleed. For the normal HDR, I went ahead with 46 brightness. Contrast was at 100, sharpness at 20, color at 45, which can be give or take either way. Tint is at 0, color temperature was at normal. Picture mode obviously was at normal. Action smoothing was at high. Action clarity high. LED motion clarity was off. And then it was again the normal HDR mode. And finally, one last test. This is the HDR demo for TV. So I just wanted to run it on by QLED versus QLED and see what it would come out to be. Again, this is what my optimal settings. So I was trying to stop the bleed, so it may crush a lot of the blacks. All right, that's pretty much it for me. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Hopefully it is the review. Peace.